Ready? Okay. Good evening for everyone. This is our group, our team at the university. So we going to talk about historical events that we choose. So let's go, Luz Marina, please.
Okay, I begin just situation with Operation Orion when Alemania with Hitler had planned to invade Great Britain. In one operation, they had spent 40 years. That invasion began eventually at 1940. The, the situation of the Nazi Germany planned invasion of Britain. However, the plan was never executed because Germany failed to gain superiority during the Battle of Britain. They had begun Canal de Mancha and by bombarders for air and submarines at the sea. German strategic and British defense. Germany had invaded strong British military and civilian resistance. In this moment, the Prime Minister Winston Churchill had motivated the people to try for, for resistance and resilience. And the Royal Navy would have disputed supply lines. Britannia lessened when the US could have prolonged the war. Consequences of German occupation. Britain could have become Nazi puppet. The US might have started to launch the resistance movements likely to emerge. A prolonged warfare, a different outcome. In that situation, finally, Hitler um, then decided had finalized that complete in December in 70, September 70, 1040. Final thought. Even Germany had invaded logistical challenges and British resistance suggest it would have difficult to maintain control. The war might have lasted longer, but the Allies would still oppose Hitler. In this case, one operation for 4 years, prolonged for 3 months, and began and 10 July 1040 and begin following the Hitler and 70 September 90,000 1940. Thank you.
Thank you, Luz. I think that is a terrible time in our history. So a lot of people die in that event.
Yes.
Obviously, Hitler was a very, very bad guy. And I hope that these kind of events never happen again. Uh, yeah, maybe for my job or our culture is very different about them. John?
Yes, it was a terrific event, no?
Yes.
Yes, yes, it was.
Yes.
I think Second World War show us the importance of peace in the world because the war caused a lot of pain and suffering. Yes, it's true.
Okay. Who next with his event? Who wants to start?
Okay, maybe
Go ahead.
yes, I'm going to speak about of Industrial Revolution. So I think that if the Industrial Revolution had happened, the world would be very different today, no? Because the people might still live in a small village, working on farms. We wouldn't have that technology used now, like cars and computers and cell phones. Maybe might not exist this technology, and our cities could be much smaller. And two, the people could still be working long hours in factories or doing manual labors. If the Industrial Revolution hadn't, okay, we would probably not have the fast transportation. And well, in Bogota, no, but in other countries, yes. and and maybe the communication we have in today, like computers and this manner, no, this communication in this moment. Two, the education, um, the education, it was terrible because the different manners of learn, it was impossible. So I think this event, it was necessary. Thank you for listening me.
So you think you are agree with this event? So for you it's
Yes,
good.
I think.
What's
I
good in
think.
that moment?
Yes.
Okay, I think that
Obviously, it was terrible for some people, and others not. For example, ours, it was benefit with this event. Like our study is thank you for the technology and the computers.
okay. To me, maybe if we see this event like a nature, like a environment, obviously to me is better because uh, t- that if that event don't happen, because I think that is the technology is a bad way to the nature, obviously for the contamination, all of them, of these things. But on the other hand, it's good for uh, obviously for the communication because it's really easy communicate with another other person in another side of the world. Uh, but I don't know. I think that is by the band. Nowadays, we can see that the technology support bad habits in the human being, and we have to check these kind of topics. Maybe I think.
In my case, I think the technology is very important for the people for communication, advance on science, advance on pedagogy, and another science. But it create automation because they stay all moment in this situation. Esclavities. Yes, this is for me, for my thing. Thank you.
What about you?
I, I think it's changed the world, because today is it's easier to produce quickly.
Yes, it was a revolution. There are good things and not so good things.
Maybe we can see this event, uh, for example, in the educational way. To me, and actually today I am reading about this, and uh, I remember that it's better the education in a farm, in a far away of the cities, that because the people learned close to the other person, that maybe the different age, a different place, and is this education is better. uh, so I think that is a good thing to take care in this topic. Got it. Okay.
Thank you.
Come on, Jasmine, if you want, uh, continue with your topic, with your event.
Yes. I'm going to talk about the Berlin Wall. Was built in 1961. It was made by East Germany to stop people from leaving East Berlin and going to West Berlin. The wall was very long and tall. It had a sharp wire and guards to stop people from crossing. And the wall stayed up for many years, exactly 28 years. It was a symbol of the Cold War, which was a time of tensions between East or led by the Soviet Union, and the West, the United States. It was the divisions between communists and capitalists. Many people tried to escape over the wall, but it was very dangerous. In 1989, the Berlin Wall fell. People from East and West Berlin come together. The fall of the wall made it to the end of the Cold War. Today, parts of the wall are still standing as a reminder of this history. Thank you.
When this wall fall or break down, the people do that. I remember that is a historical imagine that we always see in almost almost ever in the music videos. I always remember this event for this, but obviously it was very important for the I think that the new age of the politician around the world, and it was different. Obviously, the Cold War was. We could just see this event like in the movies maybe, but we unfortunately we are far away from this place, but we learn all the time of us.
Yes, the
Yes,
music is a
yes,
good manner for learn, no? So I think this event it was very difficult because it separates all families, and it is still
mhm.
remembered. So it was so sad.
And for me, it's very complicated because they have separated two ideologies and separate two economics, families, and cause different conflict emotionally between the audience of the West or the world of West. West or West. Yes,
It could
thank you.
happen. It could happen, doesn't it? Because, for example, in the Koreas,
No, it's
Obviously,
similar
it's
situation.
South Korea.
It's
It was
similar.
capitalist, and the North Korea is communist. So
Yes,
it
it's
was
completely.
fighting all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That I have memory. Okay.
Okay.
Um, I am going to speak about my my topic, my historic event. I choose always in my country because I choose the war in our country. I thinking a lot, but that I am a policeman, and I have to see and meet and know a lot of people that suffer this event. Nowadays is keep is very hard. I think that is one of the worst event in our country, because if I change this event, obviously this wouldn't be different. For example, if a people have the idea to study or do something different at that time, we would not suffer for the conflict today. um, it's important that if we as a society forgot the political things, um, and how easy it is, many people wouldn't not die or disappear. You know that a lot of people, uh, we are talking a thousand of people that die in for maybe 50 or 60 years. When I think about the future to the next generation, you know that I have a son and I love him a lot, and I hope that this even finish someday, and it is very sharing our ideas and actions in different ways, because we have to build a good place for them, or with a good society for them. I think that, Jess say before, cities will be larger than today, because most of the people wouldn't be in their own places. And so I think that is a bad topic, but we have to talk to learn to change. Uh, what do you think about it?
For for me, Juan Carlos. For me, it's a real situation. The conflict, all of the period of the history. For example, the drought and communist, capitalist and communist. Second, religion, other situation for conflict, and in this etap, conflict for the guerrilla and the how to strategies for dominate the country. Is real situation. The conflict for all kind the history. Yes.
Got it.
Juan Carlos, before that, that's my opinion. I really confess that it would have seemed strange to me if you didn't talk about our armed conflict, no, for your profession, policeman.
Uh-huh.
Eh, so now, my opinion, I think that is really sad. It's very sad
Mm-hmm.
because that is not over yet, no, and that we have become accustomed to this type of conflict, and the people in the city is more relaxed, and the other people. So
Yes.
the 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 people in the city it was think that is normally, and no suffer with these conflicts, no, is very sad.
Yes. What about you?
I think the conflict in Colombia has for 5 years around. Is too much time. And it has involved various groups, for example, guerrillas, paramilitares, and the government is
Mhm.
is
Obviously,
is hard.
obviously, if we can remember, I think that is start long time ago when Gaitan died. I think
Mhm.
that is a start in that moment, and obviously when we have the chance to be in the cities, in the big cities, is easy to maybe talk about this, but I was in a far away of the big cities. I have to work in a towns, when the people don't send to you something or talk to you just because you are a policeman,
Mhm.
and obviously it's very hard. So I just want to reflect about this. I hope that someday it happen, and something's happened, something changed to our kids, to our families.
Mhm.
It's
For
just
the
for that.
future. For the future, yes.
Oh, for the future. Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. So I think that is the end of the topic of the this video. And thanks a lot for the to the people can watch this video, and thank a lot for you girls.
Thank you, Juan Carlos. Thank you,
Thank you,
Janine.
Juan
Thank you.
Carlos.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, girls.
Jessica.
Bye.
Jessica and Jeff. Thank. Bye.